We've got a major story for you today, one that's happening right at the intersection of artificial intelligence and your personal health. And trust me, this is a big one. It's a development that's moving fast, and it could change how all of us think about our own well being.
So let me ask you something. When you have a health question, something that just pops into your head, where's the first place you go? Your doctor? A late night web search? Well, for millions of people, that go-to source is changing. And that change leads us straight to today's top story.
All right, let's get right into it. We're talking about a huge announcement. This is a formal, public statement from a major AI developer, and it signals a massive shift in how they see their technology being used in one of the most sensitive parts of our lives. What we're looking at is a breaking development happening right now in the world of AI. One of the biggest players in the game has finally officially addressed how its incredibly powerful tools should, and more importantly, shouldn't be used when it comes to your health. Okay, so let's break down the essential facts. Here's what we know. On February 5th, 2026, a top AI developer put out official guidance about using its AI for health-related questions. And listen, this wasn't some minor update buried in the fine print. This was a landmark moment. Basically them acknowledging what we all knew was already happening. So that's the what of the story. But honestly, the why is where it gets really fascinating. Why this statement and why right now? The simple truth is we're already living in this reality. These AI models have become the go-to for instant answers on pretty much everything, right? From planning your vacation to fixing a bug in your code. It's a whole new way of getting information. But here's the thing. Asking for a dinner recipe is one thing. Asking about a weird-looking mole, that's a whole different ballgame. When it comes to our health, getting the right information isn't just a nice to have. It is absolutely everything. And this right here, this lays out this central conflict perfectly. On one side, you've got this incredible promise, instant access to a gigantic universe of medical information. But on the other side, you have the peril, the very real danger of getting bad advice, something inaccurate that could cause real harm. That tension is exactly why this official guidance was so desperately needed. You know, this quote just hits the nail on the head. For a long time now, people have been privately asking these AIs their most personal, sensitive health questions. The technology just got way ahead of the rulebook. This announcement is really the company playing catch-up to a reality that was already here. Okay, so now let's zoom out because this health announcement didn't just happen in a bubble. It's a single, very deliberate move in a much, much bigger game. See, this is about way more than just health. We're seeing this exact same AI being woven into everything. Pro sports teams, huge corporate training programs, scientific research, you name it. The goal here is to get this technology into every single high-stakes field out there. Health is a massive piece of that puzzle. And that brings us to the crucial point. This is a strategic imperative. It's not just about keeping the public safe. If you want huge companies and research labs to bet their futures on your AI, you have to prove you can be trusted with the important stuff. By tackling health head-on, they're building that foundation of trust. So what's next? Where do we go from here? Well, this new guidance is really a starting line, not a finish line, and it opens up a whole new can of worms and a lot of new questions. Let's be perfectly clear. This is just step one. It sets a baseline, it's a stake in the ground for responsible use. But the one thing we know for sure is that the tech itself is not slowing down, not for a second. If you look at the developer's own roadmap, the path forward is pretty clear. It's all about beefing up safety protocols, pushing ahead with even more powerful models. We're already hearing about GPT 5.1, GPT 5.2, and doubling down on security and privacy. Every one of those things will change how AI deals with our data. So the AI developer can build the fancy tools and they can write the instruction manual. But at the end of the day, the hardest, most important questions aren't for them to answer. They are for us. The technology is here. The first set of rules are on the table. But the final choice, that really comes down to you. When it's your own health on the line, who or what are you going to trust?